Hey everyone, welcome to Storytime with Andy, and today we are reading Dragon Post, which is all about sending and receiving letters. And I don't know about you, but I love to get a letter. I love everything about it. I love the walk to the mailbox. I love to open the little door and to peek inside and see if there's anything for me. And in fact, just yesterday, I got a letter from my Oma, so that was exciting. I got to rip into that envelope and see what's in there. I love getting letters, and I love sending letters too. I'll send a letter for anything. I'll send a letter to tell somebody I miss them, or happy birthday, or hope you feel better. I love to send mail so much. So if you, like me, love mail, then you will like Dragon Post. There's lots of letters inside here that we get to read in addition to the book. But first, we are going to go over some words because if you, like me, are in the US, there are some words in here that you might not recognize. So, for instance, here's the first one, Dragon Post. If you're British, you would say post. And if you are in the US, you would say mail. So, Dragon Post, Dragon Mail, same thing. Another word that they use in here is crikey, which they kind of use to mean wow or yikes. So, you'll see that word in here. Another word is the fire brigade. He has to call the fire brigade, but we would call that the fire department. So those are just words that, even though we speak the same language, sometimes we use words to mean the same thing. So that's cool to learn. But anyway, we are going to get ready to read Dragon Post. And hey, if you don't already have your paper and your crayon or your colored pencil ready, because afterwards we are going to draw, all right? But first, let's read. Dragon Post by Emma Yarlett. One day, I found a dragon. I hoped it would stay. I'd always wanted a dragon, but this little dragon looked like it might set fire to the house. So I did the obvious thing. I wrote to the fire brigade. They would know what to do. And finally, I got a letter back. I dried it off and opened it up. This is from the fire brigade. It says, urgent. Dear Alex, goodness me, a baby dragon? In your house? Crikey, it must be lost. As well as being really scary, dragons are a serious fire hazard, especially young dragons. If you have to keep it, and I really think you should not, then make sure it is moist at all times. You never know when it might erupt into flames. Golly, just thinking about it is bringing me out in a sweat. Hang on. Phew, I just had to dunk myself in a bucket of cold water to calm down. I suggest you do the same with the dragon. Douse it in water right away. Yours frightfully, Henry Drant. P.S. Crikey! So I did as I was told. The dragon loved it, I could tell. Later, we were hungry and I made my best jam sandwiches. The dragon was not a fan, but I knew just who to ask about dragon food, and I got a speedy reply. Dear Alex, your dragon sounds delicious. I bet it would taste marvelous with potatoes, peas, and carrots. I'm not surprised your dragon didn't like the jam sandwiches. Dragons eat meat, lots of meat. Because your dragon is so young, it will still have a lot of growing to do, so you should fatten it up with some juicy meat. Please find our latest meaty offers on the back of this letter. Nice to meet you, butchers who sell beef, ham, and chicken. I wonder if I could eat your dragon at your earliest convenience. Perhaps I could have your dragon over for dinner. I suppose you could come too if you have to. My tummy is rumbling already. Looking forward to meeting your dragon. All the very best, Mr. Angus Steak. And that day, the dragon ate 23 steaks, 10 hams, and half of my umbrella. His thank you roars were very loud. Maybe a bit too loud. I opened the letter very carefully. Dear Master Alex of Draco Way, we are writing to you as legal representatives for your neighbor, Mrs. Arabelle Smirk. We must complain in the strongest possible terms about the heat, smoke, and most importantly, terrifying roaring coming from your home. Our client is not sure what you are up to, but it must be something very naughty, and whatever it is, she wholeheartedly does not approve. It is so noisy that it is upsetting her rock collection and making her potted plants sad. Our client does not like this very much. Please take steps to correct this problem as soon as possible, and understand that if you do not, we will be taking further action. Yours legally, Petra Dantic and P. Nickety. We said sorry to next door, and my dragon tried to be quiet, but it's hard when you're growing so big in such a little house. We needed help, professional help. So I wrote another letter, and the reply arrived just in time. Dear Alex, thank you very much for your letter. How exciting to have such a rare and endangered species living with you. Everyone here at World Animal Welfare is very jealous. We hope that your home is large enough to accommodate this young dragon. Dragons can grow very big, very quickly indeed. We recommend a large property, perhaps a castle. It is important that your dragon has enough room to move around freely. We think he may be suffering from cramped indoors-itis, which can be terrible. We prescribe that you take your dragon for one flight every day. Working together, we can protect the world animal kingdom. Yours wildly, Bernard East. P.S. Sorry about the bite marks. A tiger has just paid us an unexpected visit. So when the world was fast asleep, we crept outside and soared into the sky. We were happy together. I loved my dragon and I wished he could stay forever, but I don't think dragons are made to be pets. I wasn't sure what to do, so I wrote to the wisest person I know, and she wrote back straight away. To Alex's dragon. Dear Alex, wow, a dragon! That's so exciting! He sounds the best. Dragons are my favorite after unicorns. Oh dear, it does sound like your dragon is very big and your house is only normal sized. He really can't live with you forever. He needs to find his own place with plenty of room to flap about. If I was a dragon, I would want to be free. Maybe he should live somewhere a bit more like this. As much as you love your dragon, it might be time to let him go. Love from your very best friend, Hillary. P.S. Give your dragon a pat on the head and an iced bun from me. I showed my dragon the letter and he beamed and sparkled. We spent a final day together. We didn't want to say goodbye, but we knew it was right. I missed my dragon. I would never forget him, and I hoped he would never forget me. Then one day, I got some post, and it was Dragon Post. The end. Okay, everybody, hope you're ready for drawing time. Today we're going to draw the dragon right on the front of the book here because it's a great picture of him. And so as you'll see, his body is kind of like a big triangle. He's just got a curve for a neck and then an oval for a head, and then just this squiggly tail with an arrow at the end. So like always, basic shapes, we're just going to turn it into something amazing. We'll set that right there so you can kind of follow along. All right, so we will start maybe right here at his neck, and we'll just kind of swoop it down into kind of a C shape, and let's draw his wing while we're here. So up, down, just like that. Okay, there's this tiny little wing, which seems really small for such a big dragon, but hey, it is all make-believe, right? And then we're down here at the bottom now. We're going to draw this little squiggly line to make a tail, any kind of squiggle you want, and then just end it with something kind of like a little arrow at the end, okay? And it's going to come down here and just keep going straight until where his body ends. So I don't know, about right there. And let's draw his head. So you'll see it just kind of makes a big U shape or a big oval. We'll just bring it down like that. And while we're up here, we'll just keep going all the way around. We're going to stop for another wing. So up, down, running out of room over here. 2 little sprouts there. And then we'll keep coming down all the way down to here. All right, and then you can see he has some leg shapes right here. Nothing really too difficult. You just kind of go like that and bring it in, and let's make some pointy toes, or I guess they're claws, huh, if it's a dragon. And then just again, pointy toes. And we'll draw his arms, which look a lot like his feet. So we'll just do one here, and then you can make some pointy claws. And one here, again, make some claws. All right, so you can see that his belly is a little bit lighter colored than the rest of his body. So the way we do that, we just draw a line. So start at the top of his leg and kind of go up to his arm, and then pretend like you keep going until you get up to his neck a little bit. So there's that line right there. And then we're gonna start right back up here. Come on down, keep coming this way. All right, so that's to show that his belly is a different color, and you can see there's some stripes here, so you can draw those if you want. You can put them anywhere you would like as you're going, and they'll get shorter as we go up to the top, right? Okay, so we've got the tail, the claws, the wings. Oh, you know what? Let's make the wings look a little bit better. There we go. Now we need to do our horns. So he has pretty tiny horns for such a big dragon, right? And they've got stripes and 2 eyes, which are just really simple circles, and then little black dots on the inside of them, maybe a little bit bigger than that, and 2 nostrils. We know dragons need big nostrils so they can breathe their fire, right? All right, so there is our dragon. You can color him in any color you would like. And hey, maybe we'll draw a piece of mail too, since this is Dragon Post. So it's really easy to draw a letter. You draw a rectangle, and there's always a stamp in the upper right-hand corner. And you can just pretend like there's a little picture in there. There's always writing right in the center, and that is who you're sending the letter to. So you can say, to story time, and pretend like there's an address, and you can say from me, and there's an address there, and there is our little Dragon Post. All right, we'll write it on here so we remember the name of the book. D-R-A-G-O-N, and Post is P-O-S-T. All right, good job. There's our cover and there's our drawing. Way to go. All right, that was a super fun book today, and hey, maybe it inspired you to send a piece of mail to someone. Maybe you can think really hard about somebody you know who would really enjoy getting a piece of mail from you. It could be a drawing, it could be a little note, it could be something you colored, and your parents can help you put it in an envelope, get the address on it, get that stamp on, and put it in the mailbox, and I bet you would really brighten someone's day. So we have a special shout out today going to one of our readers. This goes out to Malachi in Florida. So thanks for watching, Malachi. And parents, if you would like a special shout out for your kiddo, all you have to do is follow us on Facebook or Instagram and leave their name and state in the comments, all right? Okay, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, stay well and keep reading.